All right, what do you think? Do you think we should talk about site selection? Is that a good one? Because you got to know where to put it, right? Yeah? No, you don't like site selection? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about? What do you want to talk about, baby Elijah? Let's talk about site selection. So, if you have no gardens existing and you're about to, go ahead and build some, obviously it depends on how much, ground you have to work. I'm a big grow vertical type person, so, even if you don't have a lot, you can still grow up and minimize your square footage. And that way you could increase your yields. I'm also a very intensive planter, and so oh yeah, this is a good mom. So I also plant very tightly for a few different reasons, and we'll talk about more of them later as we get into planting. And I get into my planting season here, we'll go out and actually do it. But for your site, you kind of want to be able to pick something that you can centrally locate to wherever you're having to travel. So, for me, I've got an asparagus bed over here, and then I've got fruit trees here, and I've got my main garden grapevines there, and I've got fruit trees here, and I've got another bed here. So basically, I've centrally located my point of travel to each location so I could minimize the amount of energy that I would expend, say, going to the far end of my yard and doing everything over there. I'm having to travel more. I'm having to maybe haul water if you don't have water line run. So I would look at centrally locating your site. Obviously, you want to have as much sun as you can. And then the selection really comes down to what kind of garden are you going to grow. And I think there's a few different things in that. And I think you got to have perennials. So I've got asparagus, I've got fruit trees, fig, peach, jujube, avocados. Like, you've got these things that are going to produce year in and year out. And then you got your seasonal stuff, which I do, and then grapevines as well. But then I got my seasonal stuff, so the stuff I'm going to be planting spring and fall for the 2 planting seasons that I get. And then, you got to think about, is there any way that you can maximize, what you're growing? And one of the ways that I do that is I actually have a bunch of grow bags. And so I don't think it's affordable to grow potatoes in my garden right now in a non-SHTF situation. So if I'm going to do potatoes, I do them in grow bags. And then what I do with the topsoil, potting soil mix that I use is then I'll re-add those into my existing beds after potato harvest. But site selection, definitely, full sun, minimize your work effort, and then, a decision on, from a bed perspective, is it going to be rows? Are they going to be built up rows? Is it going to be traditional garden, just a till? Is it going to be a raised bed? Personally, I'm all about a raised bed, and I think I've gotten the results in the years that I've done it that proved to me that it's the right way to go. The soil's not compacted. The roots have so much more places to go. My water requirements have been less. That would make you mad? Yeah, here, I'll get it. My water requirements have been less, and that's partly to the intensive planting that I do. Are you all done? I'm about done here, okay? But a lot of things to think about when you're looking to place that garden. You're going to spend more money with raised beds, so I mean that's another consideration. At the farm, with the stuff at the farm that we're doing, they're just hilled up, they're rowed up, by a machine, and so they're built up about 8 inches or so. So I mean that's another way too. You can do that manually, but I know some thoughts on site selection and how you place your garden.